2014, and an ambitious girl sitting in her flat here in Kimberley. She's running her own events management company. She thought to herself, it's time for something new. From running her businesses, she always knew that eventually she's going to run a bioenergy company. So this idea was the foundation of the idea was just based on academic research and research from Google and lots of bravery. So because I was already in business and running a successful business, I thought to myself, and I was also connected to other entrepreneurs. I had mentors. I had been through various workshops and training. So I thought to myself, I've got my ground covered, so I only need a bankable business plan. And so I also had a coach. And today I feel so terrible that I ran away from my coach. So May 2014, an opportunity arises that we go for training at NYDA. So when we got there, we were pumped up to register a cooperative. So I was joined by 2 family members and 2 friends. We are running this cooperative, and like any other business structure, a cooperative relies on people working together towards one common goal. And immediately after that, I asked for CEDA to take us through incubation. So CEDA has incubators, and we applied to be taken to one of the incubators. But it takes long as well, so we have to put up a fight. And after a long fight at branch level, I then reached out to national branch. And within no time, we're already in incubation. So I also have a very strong gift of being stubbornly persistent. So we got into that program, and I'm thinking, wow, finally the idea is coming alive, and we get immediate access to the production facility, training, mentorship, and it seems like it's going really well. After some time being at the incubator, nothing is happening. So my business partners, they decided to leave. The co-op dissolves. No more cooperative, I'm by myself. But immediately I tell myself, nothing's gonna get on my way, I'm doing this. So I had an accountant then, and so I recruit her, and she recruits her friend who's an internal auditor. So I'm thinking, this is a power team. I mean, I've got an accountant and an auditor, so yeah, this is a power team. We're joined together as Power Rangers. It's a powerhouse of boardrooms, meetings, research, pitching. Hey, we're going up and down. We're in Joburg, we're in Limpopo, we are running around the country, and it all seems like it's really coming together. And it feels nice, it feels good. You go into meetings with professors, you go into meetings with regulators, like, it's happening, it's happening. Hey, but now, it's 2017. So we've been at it since 2014. It's now 2017. Nothing tangible has happened. We are still at idea stage, and we've been going around, but we're just at idea. Nothing tangible has taken place. So the 2 beautiful souls decide to leave me and go a separate way. And remember, throughout this, we're accumulating responsibilities and a lot of obligations, because we're now trying to get this business off the ground. So the 2 ladies left, and I'm left by myself. And at this point now, I don't know what to do. I'm all by myself. I feel like I'm a failure. My world is crumbling. The hope I had is gone. I don't know what next. So I'm in that moment where I feel like, what am I supposed to be doing? So, and through all of this, like, remember in the beginning I said I thought a bankable business plan was the way. You see, I like writing. I even have my notes because I'm a writer. So in that moment, remember, we're pitching. So we're asking for 16 million rands all along because our plan was that we wanted the whole thing from the beginning. We were to build the state-of-the-art production plant. We were to employ 20 people, create many more opportunities for ourselves. In my village, Deerwaard, Kokuruman, they had given me 30 hectares of land. So I had I've had it good. So I've got land and we are looking for 16 million. And I know some people in high places we could talk to. So people are coming to Deerwaard. There's a lot of activity taking place. People are coming to Deerwaard. We are doing land survey. We are applying for permits. We are applying for environmental impact assessments. We are doing licensing. Hey, who busy? Who busy? It's really busy. But here I am in 2017 now. After all this business, still, there's nothing. 2018, nothing. Nothing. Nothing is happening. There's absolutely nothing happening. We're still just running around, up, forth, back. And at this point, I don't even have money because now I neglected my initial business. All the other businesses that were bringing in cash flow, I left them because now I was running after Lamofil. Lamofil is where I wanted to be. Lamofil was the baby that I wanted to raise. So in 2018, nothing yet has happened. I'm broke. I'm alone. I'm frustrated. My parents are saying, hey, we took this child to school. Now, there's nothing happening. So they felt like they wasted their money. They invested in me thinking that if they give me an opportunity to go to school, I'll come back and help the family out. But here I am doing my own thing. I remember I was employed by one of the mines, and after 3 months of probation, I left because I felt bored. And that irritated my parents as well. So they always had to remind me, but here you are chasing things that we don't know, things that we don't understand. Can't tell what is wrong with this child. So I'm in that space, and I'm also expecting now my first child. I'm expecting my first child. I don't know how I'm going to raise this child. I don't know what's going to happen to the baby, but the baby's coming. So in that moment, I'm also just so depressed. I'm not leaving my house. And at the time, we were renting an office in town. I'm not coming out. I'm just in the house. I'm like, hey, I don't even want to see anyone. So I was just in the house. So I left the business. I remember at the same time, I was supposed to receive an award. There's 200 young people, what, I can't remember. But yeah, I couldn't even show up. Like I was called, Sowetan called me, I was on newspaper, people were doing articles, and I was just in the house hiding. People were writing about me, and there was a hype outside, but in my world, I was in at a very breaking moment, so I was not even showing up. And then, to cut the long story short, we are now in 2019. So, no. Before we get to 2019, in 2018, I get a call from my spiritual mother, a prophet of God, and she says to me, God says you must not leave this business. So I'm like, how? How does God expect me not to leave this business? From 2014, we're now in 2018, and I've done everything that I could to really take this business off the ground. So what else is there that I'm expected to do? But somehow I regained my strength, and I enrolled in one of the academic programs that were run by Wits Business School. It was just a program designed for entrepreneurs and students in the chemical or energy sector. So I registered myself for that, and off I go. Whilst I was there, I had my light bulb moment. I had to ask myself key questions. What are my goals? Are my goals well defined? What is it that I'm trying to do with my business? What is it that I can do, that my solution can be recognizable and can work? How do I now move from idea stage to test stage and to being eventually operational? And also, in that moment, I realized the power within. Because now I'm all alone. And I think I wanted so badly to associate with people, to partner with other people. But here I am. All the people that I had partnered with had left. And they are progressing well by themselves. And here I am. I had to look deep within the vision that I originally had. Because all along I was the brainchild behind the business. So I had to look within myself from the self-mastery lecture and ask myself, what is it that I want to achieve? Where am I going? Where am I in all of this? Entrepreneurship is like a calling. You have to follow your passion and really connect with this legacy that you're trying to build. We've heard from Morena hore, re utlwa ka moya. So it becomes so personal to you as the vision bearer. And one of the things that I realized was that manufacturing a new product, introducing something new, is not easy. People don't know what biodiesel is. Some people still don't know what biodiesel is. So you can imagine back then when people didn't know about renewable energy. So manufacturing is not easy. But we thought we can have the whole bakery because we've got the plans, because we've got the qualifications, we've got it all. And we've got a little bit of experience. We have experienced money there and there. So we thought, it's gonna go well. But the truth of the matter is creating a new product can be a grind. From raw materials to processing it, it can become very complicated and even difficult to reach production stage. You can go from one incubation into another, one academic program into another, one enterprise development program into another. And that's exactly what I did. I've been in a lot of programs. But if you're not going to apply the fundamentals, you'll be stuck for a long time. So my take in all of this was, you have to start small, start where you are, start with what you have. Prove your concept. And you have to find small, simplest ways to prove your concept. And remember, I started saying, I'm gonna do the whole thing, plant my own sunflower, get that big plant, and do the whole thing. And in that moment now, when I had to scale down, so literally, we're in 2019 and I had to scale down. Scale down in my personal space, because at this point I've now lost my house. I've lost the cars. I was driving a BM automatic. And oops, again, I'm pregnant. Yay! I'm pregnant. I have now 2 children. And I had to move back home. Hey, it was not nice. So it's 2019, nothing is happening, I'm pregnant. And I get an opportunity again to apply for one of the programs. So I apply for a program and I get invited to a pitch. So I go to this pitch with a big tummy, confident, bold, and just brave, and I got there. And You know, the way I was tired getting because we had been asking for 16 million rands and it's not coming. So I went into that pitch and I asked for 100,000 rands. I was like, just give me 100,000 rands. This is how I'm gonna spend the money. This is who I'm gonna sell my product to. And I'm just gonna set up this whole business in my garage. So I'm just gonna get small equipment and start from my garage. Approved immediately. The funder says, no, I'll give you the money. I like your concept. I like how you're gonna start. I'll give you the money. Fast forward, 2020, the funder has increased the funding. We are starting, we get our first plant. We're producing 200 liters per day of biodiesel. And it started small, from already what was available and cheap, used cooking oil. So we collect used cooking oil and convert it into diesel. So instead of going the long way of planting my own sunflower, there was a solution. So we started small like that, and today we produce 1,000 liters of biodiesel per day. So today I'm here to tell you that investors are actually not looking for complicated technologies and innovations. Investors are not looking for this big English, this show that we put up. They just want a simple, well-thought plan. So we got our big break in 2020, and it has been incredible. It's not easy, we're not there yet, but it has been amazing. So after long 8 years, I've learned in today's rapidly evolving business landscape, as entrepreneurs, we must recognize that the path of success lies in embracing change and continuously striving for improvement. When you do one mistake or when you encounter something that stands on your way, you have to look forward to the next chapter. Being tenacious and persistent is very important when you want to be successful. The other thing is doing what you love. I'm very passionate about my business. When I started this business, I wanted to make an impact that will be remembered after I've passed. So you've got to be passionate about it. You've got to love what you do. Investors are only looking for that also impact. They want to see how their money will be able to make a difference in your business and in the community. And it doesn't have to take you this long to achieve your goals, like it did for me. I got stuck because, first of all, I lacked direction. I realized later, because I ran away from my coach. So after that, we realized that I actually needed therapy at that time, partnered with coaching. So I lacked direction as the vision bearer of the company. And also actionable insights about the market. And also I didn't have customer-centric innovation. So that's how it took me 8 years to gather all of this. So today I want to say to you that we all have dreams and they are all within reach. And you can make it out there. Thank you.